like everything about her, gave promise of something mighty and splendid. They called her Titanic. She was the longest, the tallest, the most luxurious ship in all creation.
Excuse me. I'm sailing.
Yes, well, so am I. It happens.
So much for the smoking room in the Palm Court. Now, the electronic lifts are over there behind the staircase, and then forward of that, there are some 30-odd cabins. Now, this will take us up to the boat deck.
Are we going back to the bridge in the wheelhouse?
No, I don't think so. They won't want anyone underfoot just now. Come on. Come on, excuse me. Thank you. Look there, it's almost sailing time.
Oh, such a beautiful clock.
Oh, thank you, darling. I chose it myself. It's meant to be honor and glory crowning time.
They ought to be crowning you, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Now, never mind. Every sort of honor and glory will be coming your way after today. We all thought the Olympic the last word. This really is the summit.
Congratulations.
Too kind.
Who was that?
A countryman of yours, my dear. John Jacob Astor and his bride.
His child bride.
Oh, I think half the millionaires in America have booked passage on this crossing. Ah, the man of the hour himself. Hail to thee, O chief designer.
How are you, Bruce? Yeah.
And look here, I've been taking vows for your handiwork all morning. I don't seem to be able to convince anyone that you built it. I just commissioned it, so I've stopped trying.
What are you togged out for, Tom?
You're not still working, are you?
Just tightening up the odd bolts here and there.
Tommy, you've got an army of helpers for that.
Yes, but if I do it myself, then I've no one but me to blame if it's not done properly. Any road I enjoy.
Now, come on, own up. You're a perfectionist, aren't you? A hard case. All ashore that's going ashore! All ashore!
Here, you two, come and be immortalized.
Is it true that this is to be your last voyage, Captain? And that you're going to go... You're going out in a blaze of glory, as it were?
Not quite, though I do see retirement in my immediate future. I'm looking forward to a long, tranquil time in dry dock before they finally sell me the scrap, as it were. Now, how's this?
Keep coming. Keep coming. Smile, darling. Walk right on past me. That's it.
Tugs the roll fast, sir.
Good. Mr. Marriott, we're in your expert hands until we reach the nab. May we have your orders? We have a rendezvous this evening in France.
Thank you, sir. Let go your stern ropes.
Let go the stern rope. Sir.
Slow ahead.
Slow ahead.
Go ahead it is, sir.
Since there was no formal launching, I should just like to say, God bless this ship and all who sail in her.
Like it? Oh, I'm sorry, madam. I'd no business.
No, no. It suits you. Let's see. It's a very good color for you. You're bigger here than I am. You want to have it let out a little.
Very well.
It's yours when we reach New York.
Oh, no, madam, I couldn't possibly.
You like it, don't you?
It's the most beautiful dress I've ever seen.
Then it's settled.
Oh, no, but I can't.
Did you find everything you need?
Yes. There's no bidet in the bathroom, of course. But then it's not a friendship, it's British. One mustn't expect miracles.
Mrs. Astor likes comfort, huh?
They're spoiled, aren't I? For the rather ordinary daughter of a man who runs a forwarding firm in Brooklyn.
You were never ordinary. I don't care who your father is. And you're not half as spoiled as you're going to be when I'm through with you.
Did you spoil Alva when you were first married?
Nobody spoils Alva. She's the one that spoils things. Everything. I got used to her insulting me, calling me stupid and clumsy. I never got used to her cruelty to Vincent. At the time, he was no bigger than that. Shaming him in front of a guest. He's about the same age as you are now. I don't suppose he's ever heard a kind word from her. Everywhere he goes, people say, "Ah, your mother, the greatest beauty of the age." He just looks at them.
I'm not beautiful.
Yes, you are.
Not like her. But I can be kind. I can be infinitely kind.
What do you think of it? I don't know what to think. It gives me the shivers. Big is one thing, but that...
It'll seem small enough, no doubt, when we're 1,000 miles from any land and nothing but the great ocean all around.
You've been to sea before, then?
I haven't.
Me neither.
You and your bride feel to be on board the Titanic.
No more. Louise Cage. I didn't know you were on board. May I introduce my wife?
Friends of Ava's?
Yes,
Doesn't matter.
of course it matters.
Maggie! 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 I beg your pardon. Are you addressing me? How's it gonna look on the marquee when I make my legitimate stage debut? Maggie Brown? I'm sorry. Molly. Molly.
forgetting.
So do I.
Hello, Emma. Are you two dining with us tonight?
Try and stop us.
Come along, please. Never mind. We'll get you sorted out. This alleyway's something, isn't it? The officers are nicknamed in Park Lane after the poshest street in London. That's irony. The crew calls it Scotland Road, which, if you've ever been to Liverpool, you know, is thoroughly disreputable. Lost
My ticket's for a cabin that's already full up.
Oh, well, come on then. Join the parade. You know, you've got to expect these little mishaps on a brand new ship.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mary Agatha, is it? Bridget Bradley.
I'm Mary Agatha.
I'll get it straight.
The pair of you's the problem.
Just remember, she's Kate and I'm Katie.
Shocking business, isn't it? Putting four of us in a space this small.
Small, is it? Seems massive to me.
Go on.
Well, she means it. She's one of 10 kids. And 2 rooms in the house. We was all times 3 and 4 to a bed. Mother mercy, what's that now?
An explosion. Not to worry, they've just started the engines, that's all. You have to be quite near the casing.
Are we moving?
We will be in 2 shakes.
Heaven help me, I'm going to be seasick, I know.
Well, think that way and you will.
Is it abandoned ship or run for your life, or what is it at all?
It's lunch.
Do you make that racket every time it's lunch, then?
And breakfast and dinner. Third-class dining saloon. One deck down, thank you.
Dinner? They call tea dinner. What swank. I never had dinner in my life. We're on our way to ruin, the bunch of us.
Good.
Daniel, my stomach's growling.
Almost finished.
Daniel, be careful, watch out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No harm done.
It's all right, folks. This reel is nearly used up.
That's quite an expensive toy, isn't it?
It was a wedding present.
My dad's in the business, moving pictures.
Well, tell him to save his money and invest it in something with a future, like vaudeville.
Henry's a theatrical producer. Broadway.
Henry Harris, how are you?
Dan Marvin, this is my wife, Mary.
Ma'am?
How do you do? Pleased to
Do you
meet
really
you.
think
I'm
the
Renee.
movies are a flash in the pan?
Well, my father always used to say sinking cash into short-term novelties was like waiting for ships that never come in.
Sinking ships. That's supposed to be funny.
Only by accident.
Never but accidents. Let's eat. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right, Miss Sloan. It's only me.
Mr. Andrews?
Yes, the Astors have gone down to lunch. I just nipped in to give a prod to that fan you reported out of order.
Will you take a last look at Ireland?
Yes, isn't it foolish? We're hardly away yet, and I'm homesick already.
Where'd you come from?
Coomber, County Down, but I live in Belfast now.
So do I.
Do you? Where?
Kerslan Road, Strandtown.
Oh, yes, of course. My wife and I used to go for a stroll in Victoria Park when we were courting.
Do you have any children?
One little girl, Elizabeth. She cried when we said goodbye.
If you ever want to talk to anybody about home, just come along to the linen room. We have a little electric hob in there. We could give you a cup of tea.
Thank you, I'd like that.
Good evening.
She dines legs.
Oh, she's a countess. When you're a countess, you dine when your dog well feel like it. Oh, I'm sorry, darling.
Countess of what, Maggie?
A broth. Thank you, Sarah. And don't call me Maggie.
I find her fascinating. She looks just the way I've always wanted to. Worldly and mysterious.
Only I wouldn't trade you for all the countesses in Burke's Peerage.
Talk about mysterious. Take a squint back there, down there in the corner. What, you ask yourself, is that gay dog Ben Guggenheim doing at a table all by himself for 2? Well, the story is, she finally broke it off with her nibs, the Marquise de Cerruti, and now he's on his way home to see Florette and the kids for the first time in 7 or 8 months. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. He's such an attractive-looking man.
I'll tell the world. He can leave his patent leathers outside my door any night.
Maggie.
Molly, darn it, Emma.
Scandalous. This conversation's a little spicy for me, ladies, if you'll excuse me. I'll go to the smoke room and have a very, very mild cigar.
Well, now we can loosen our corsets and let our hair down. Did I really bother JJ with my nonsense?
Oh, of course not. You're good for him. You make him laugh. Lord knows he needs it after all he suffered on my account.
Oh.
No, it's true. That's why I frowned when you mentioned Mr. Guggenheim and his wife and children. John still hasn't got over the insults and snubs that came after his divorce. And worse after we were married. Well, because he loved me, he thought his friends would accept me automatically.
His friends do. As for the others, the hell with them.
But he can't say that, Molly. It's desperately important to him. It's his life.
Cheer up. Everything's gonna look a whole lot better after the baby's born. You've got so much happiness in store for you, honey.
Up the Irish. God, this is space. It's no different to what it was back home.
You know what you mean? Girls on one side, boys on the other, and never the twain shall meet.
The problem, as I see it, is that we're all the time having dances. And we don't know how to dance.
I'll go for one. And I'm jiggered if I'll apologize for it. I'm silly business in my view.
I can dance.
Can you, Martin? Can so. It's only I haven't seen the girl yet. What girl is that, Martin? Girl I'll be out there dancing with.
Well, good luck, old son. Looks a pretty narrow field from where I'm sitting. Down, you idiot.
Hold that, will you? Hello? Hello?
We will be closing in 5 minutes' time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Turn off your light, Mr. Moonman. Go and hide your face behind the cloud. Can't you see that couples want to spoon? Man,
14 again? Or even 39? I don't think there's a worse place to be on your own than a big romantic ship like this, unless it's Niagara Falls. You just know there's so much love going on. You lay there in the dark and watch the shadows moving past that little crack of light under your cabin door. Footsteps coming close, footsteps going away. A soft knock on the door and a soft voice answers. The door closes. You wonder if you're the only one sleeping one to a bed tonight.
Maggie.
I'm gonna brain you if you don't stop calling me Maggie. Sit up straight.
Was I slouching?
I'm not concerned with your posture, honey. You're blocking my view.
View of what?
There's a bozo sitting over there behind. Don't look now. He's glancing this way. Like he's getting up courage to ask me if my program's full up for the evening. Not exactly love's young dream, but it wouldn't turn your stomach.
Maggie.
Molly.
Molly. You surely wouldn't dance with a perfect stranger.
Certainly not. Emma Bucknell, what in the world are you thinking of?
Longitude 49.
Jack, are you awake? This has got to go straight up to the bridge.
Come on, I'm going to get bet again. Come on, show me bet again. What's that?
This is a funny place to be, isn't it? We're the middle.
The middle?
The middle class, haven't you noticed? This ship is a microcosm of the British social system. A maze of barriers erected to keep them from getting where we are and to keep us from getting where they are.
Yes, but it's not social, is it? It's purely economic. Any rich upstart can get his pick of accommodation up there, and any nobleman short of funds might find himself traveling down there. So, in a sense, the thing is constructed on the American principle of equal opportunity based on the ability to pay.
Well, I don't see any dukes or earls milling about, do you?
Well, none wearing a coronet. Look at that chap there. I've evolved a theory about him.
Go on.
Well, he's been a failure in one way or other at home. And his family has packed him off with the proverbial shilling and a one-way ticket to America.
How romantic you are.
Oh, am I?
I think so. Making up stories about people. All you'd have to do is ask a deck steward. They know everybody's business.
No, I couldn't do that. Anyway, it helps pass the time. One has to do something.
I'm parboiled. 10 minutes more, dear. Be brave. Mrs. Brown, your time is up, lovey.
Maud, you got an aspirin out there?
We'll see. Now, come along.
I'm gonna take another half hour, hon.
Whatever for?
For my sins.
You know, every time we've been in here, day or night, those four have been sitting in exactly the same place. I believe the ship could tip over, blow up, or run aground, and not one of them would raise his eyes from his hand.
Play cards.
Cognac, please. May I buy you a drink, Guggenheim?
Why not? Here, try one of these. Something special from Havana.
What a relief. I seldom know these days exactly who is still speaking to me and who isn't.
Why wouldn't I be sympathetic? Our stories aren't so very different. Just a couple of middle-aged refugees.
Refugees?
Fleeing from bad marriages, falling for younger women, condemned to wonder for the rest of our lives.
To wonder what?
Do they really want us for ourselves? These golden girls? Or is it just the name, the position, the money?
Did I wake you? I hate getting old. I hate having a punch.
What about mine?
I love that. I love you. Do you love me? Is it possible you love me?
Good night.
Good night.
If I had a chaperone in a luxury suite with a sitting room, I'd invite you in for a chat. As it is, I'm sharing a cabin about this big with a total stranger.
So am I.
We'll see each other tomorrow.
I expect we will, yes.
It's inevitable. See you at breakfast.
I say, I don't know your name.
It's Lee.
Miss Lee, or...
Miss Goodwin. Lee Goodwin.
I'm Lawrence Beasley.
I know.
How?
I asked a steward. I told you they know everybody's business.
Thank you very much. Would you care for a go?
I'm not allowed.
Who was that?
The lift boy.
The lift boy?
I mean, he runs the elevator. He'd much rather be out here playing games, but he can't. Thank you.
It isn't fair
What?
for anyone to be that beautiful. If you were to stand down there, there's a barrier between second and steerage. You could talk to her when she came round. No, you couldn't do that. I'm sorry.
All the arrogance of class isn't at the very top, you see.
It's none of my business in any case. I was talking out of turn. I honestly am sorry. wished.
How's the patient?
Expiring.
Oh. And what time's the rosary?
Blackguards.
We missed you at lunch. We brought you some fruit from the table.
Don't, David. Don't ever say food to me again as long as I live. Kate, fetch the chamber.
Now, that's foolishness. You've nothing whatever on your stomach.
It's a great pity, surely, to be lying there the whole voyage. And you, the grandest dancer from Ballyman to Drumleash.
Oh, they say there's bread and work for all, and the sun shines always there. But I'll not forget old Ireland.
Is it true what the song says, Ole? That there's bread and work for all on the other side?
Oh, for all who is willing to work, hard. Oh, I say so. What you find naturally depends what you're looking for.
A bit of money more than anything.
Amen to that.
What about you, Martin? Give over, will you? In my view, there's not a sorrier sight in the world than a man that's gone spoons over a girl he's never even spoken to.
Leave it alone, Farrell.
Now, hear me out, Byron. I'm your friend, aren't I? Even if I only known you a few days. And what I say, it's clear to everyone but you that the lady is never going to honour us with a sublime presence again, having stuck her pretty nose in the one time open. And you'd be far better off if you...
You were saying, James?
Go in peace, my son. And in your hour of rapture, let you not be forgetting. Tomorrow's the first Sunday after Easter.
Quasimodo geniti infantes, alleluia. Rationabile sine dolo la concupiscite, alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. Exaltate Deo adjutori nostro, jubilate Deo Jacob. Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto, sic et erat in principio et nunc et semper et in saecula saeculorum. Amen. Quasimodo geniti infantes, alleluia. Rationabile sine dolo la concupiscite, alleluia, alleluia, alleluia. Exaltate Deo adjutori nostro, jubilate Deo Jacob. Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto, sic et erat in principio et...
This is he that came by the water and blood, Jesus Christ. Not by water only, but by water and blood. Now let us sing, Eternal Father, strong to save.
What's all this in aid of?
Slumming, do you suppose? Steward.
Yes, madam, the captain always inspects the ship, top to bottom, every Sunday. It's a White Star tradition.
Is it the custom to have some sort of lifeboat drill on Sunday?
Yes, that's right.
Will there be one today?
I haven't heard of it.
But isn't it rather important? I mean that everyone should know just which boat is assigned to, where it is, and so on?
Well, normally I'd say yes, very important. But when you're talking about the Titanic, well, she's one great huge lifeboat herself, ain't she?
That's probably in my place.
Morning.
Another perfect day. Could scarcely ask for a smoother sea.
We've had a good few of those from various sources.
I suppose I feel nice. Doing pleasant. How far away is this?
Not far. Chances are we'll be well into it by midnight.
Do you have any plans to alter speed or course?
I never have in the past. The position, as you know, is the same with every large ship sailing this route. So long as the weather's clear and visibility good, full speed ahead, put the danger behind you as rapidly as possible. I've lived by that and never encountered the slightest difficulty. Had you anything in mind different for the Titanic?
Certainly not. The company have always had utmost confidence in your judgment. And of course, we should be sorry not to arrive in New York on schedule. But please, carry on as if I weren't even on board.
It's about time. Thank you, Alfie. Have you filled out a declaration form for the American Customs yet, sir?
No, not yet. New York still seems such a long way off.
Well, might as well be early as late. The way they're pouring on the steam, the chances are that we will dock on the Tuesday, a late Tuesday rather than Wednesday morning. In that event, tonight seems likely to be our last night but one.
Good heavens.
Dinner! No reaction. They must have their meals sent in.
Are we dressing again?
Of course we're dressing. Every night except the first and the last.
Masaba, Titanic. Ice report, latitude. Heavy pack ice. Great. No large icebergs also. Field ice. Weather good. Clear.
Damned if we're going to break my neck running up to the bridge again. It's any more of the same.
Sorry, Jack. Just polishing the old ivories. What do you say?
Nothing.
All night?
Persian cold. Temperature's dropped 4 degrees in the past half hour.
Not much wind.
No, flat calm.
Yeah, seems clear enough.
Perfectly clear.
Captain in his cabin, is he?
Yes. We're doing just over 22 knots at present.
Not bad for a 21-knot ship.
He said if it becomes the least bit hazy, we'll be obliged to slow down.
I understand.
His order is that he's to be woken up at once if there's any noticeable change.
All right, John.
I'll leave you to it then.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, you up. Down you come.
What's the word? Keep a sharp lookout for small ice.
Have you seen any?
Nah. But it's out there. I can smell it. Have fun, chaps.
Anything wrong?
I can't concentrate. I keep thinking how near the end we are. Won't we be doing something special tonight?
Like what?
I don't know. There's some sort of concert in the lounge, I believe.
Yes, I saw the announcement. The Flight of the Bumblebee and other favorites on piano and violin.
Would you care to go?
Would you?
Not really.
Neither would I. It's probably over by now anyway.
Very likely. What else is there? A turn on the deck.
Why not?
If we were first class, we might have gone dancing.
Yes. On the boat coming over, some of the more daring young folk in second sneaked up and had quite a gay time of it, apparently.
You didn't go.
No, I was afraid of the embarrassment if I were caught.
I should be too.
We're both cautious.
Yes. A turn on the deck won't be much to look back on, will it? Not very memorable.
Why not? It's a beautiful night. I don't think I've ever seen so many stars all at one time.
Amazing, isn't it? So bright up there, so dark below. The sea doesn't reflect the stars, have you noticed? Like a big black void, bottomless.
I think this is much nicer than dancing. Or listening to the flight of the bumblebee. You're wrong to say that tonight won't be anything to look back on. I'm sure I'll remember it for a very long time.
Will you?
Yes.
It was awfully lucky for me that we met.
That I was so forward, you mean?
Yes, well, there you are, you see. If you hadn't been, I'd never have spoken for fear you might think me a masher or something.
I could never do that. It's obvious to everyone what sort of a man you are. You know, when you left the boat deck this afternoon, the woman that was sitting next to me leaned over and said, "Your husband is a perfect gentleman."
Your husband?
Isn't it silly?
It appears our spending so much time together has aroused quite a lot of interest. My cabin steward, for one.
Did he say something?
Yes. He's a very friendly sort of chap. I expect he meant well. He said, "It must be hard with so many people milling around to find a place to be alone."
And?
That was all.
Doesn't sound as if it were. Had the ring of an unfinished thought.
And then he said something stupid I couldn't possibly repeat.
Well, you'll have to now. I'll think it's something awful if you don't.
It is awful.
Go on.
He said, we were talking just outside my door. He said, "There's an empty cabin at the far end of the corridor."
I see. Did he give you a key?
There is no key, it's unlocked.
Do you want me to go there with you?
I expect I do, yes.
Oh, you expect. But you're not certain. You haven't weighed every possible consequence.
I scarcely dare think about it.
Then how can you be sure it's what you really want? Not just what you think I might expect from you. The friendly thing to do. Because we are friends, I believe, or at least good companions.
Of course.
But we're not in love, are we? Well? Are we?
No, I don't expect we are.
Of course not. Either way, I'm told the same rule applies. Shipboard friendships, like shipboard romances, end with the voyage. It's considered bad form to pursue it any further.
You sound as if you're already saying goodbye.
No. Just practicing. I will say goodnight, though, if you don't mind. I really am feeling the cold finally.
I'm sorry. I'll see you to your door.
No, don't. Stay. Have your walk. I'm all right.
Please. Please. Forget what I said. It was clumsy and foolish. I don't know what possessed me.
I think I do. I think it was just a desire to be kind. I'm not offended, honestly. A little shocked, perhaps, but not offended. I suppose, actually, I ought to be grateful. And I am, in a way. It's just that... Forgive me, but I'm waiting for a better offer.
So you should.
Thank you all the same. You're a very special man. I'll never forget you. Good night.
You're sure I can't see?
Good night.
Did you feel something?
I did, a slight bump.
A pump in mid-ocean?
Why have we stopped? I don't know, sir. But I don't suppose it's anything much.
How'd you ever get down there, Seamus?
You tell me, you jibber.
Mr. Barrett, where's the man got to?
Barrett, get some men down there to help throw the fires!
Aye, aye, sir.
Just how serious is it?
We're listing 5 points to starboard.
Oh, my God. What are you doing about it?
At the moment, I'm waiting for a report from Mr. Andrews and the chief engineer as to the exact extent of the damage.
Is it hopeless, then?
It appears that the unthinkable has happened. As you know, the ship is designed to stay afloat with any 3 of its first 5 compartments flooded. She would even float if all 5 were gone, torn away completely, but under no circumstances can she be expected to remain afloat with those 5 compartments flooded. The sheer weight of the flooding must inevitably bring her down at the head. Every sort of potential damage was considered in the planning. But who could have anticipated a collision that would leave a gash close to 300 feet long in her side?
The pumps will help, of course.
Temporarily.
How much time do you give us?
At a rough guess, 1 hour, possibly 2.
Gentlemen, I must say something to you now, which you can well appreciate is the nightmare of every master, and which in 32 years of service to this company, I never expected to have to say. We must prepare to abandon ship.
We couldn't run up steam, sir. Danger of an explosion otherwise.
Mr. Boxall, tell the wireless operator to send out the distress signal. He must be given our position.
Sir.
There must not be any panic.
Well, get on with it.
Good night, ladies. I'm gonna leave you now. Merrily we roll along, roll along, roll along. Merrily we roll along. Oh, the deep blue.
Officer of the watch.
Who's that?
Cotton, sir.
What's the problem?
I've had an urgent message.
Okay, sir. I thought you switched off at midnight.
It's the Titanic.
Titanic?
She's sinking.
It's impossible. She's unsinkable.
The message is to come at once.
Sir?
Who's that with you?
It's Cotton, sir.
Cotton? Wireless operator, sir. Oh, yes.
He's had an urgent communication from the Titanic.
The Titanic? Well, what is it? It's the CQD, sir.
CQ? Are you sure?
Yes, sir. They used the new distress signal as well. SOS.
She's struck an iceberg.
She's 58 miles away. Our course is north, 52 west. Now get back to your man on the Titanic. Tell him we're coming as fast as we can, that we shall be there in just under 4 hours' time.
4 hours?
You, help me over here!
Get started on number 3.
Sir! Yes? The ship has been sighted about half a point on the port bow. At least a light, there might be a ship. Request permission to break out the rockets.
By all means, use your Morse lamp as well. The Carpathia is on her way to us, but she's more than 50 miles away. Tell her if you make contact to come quickly.
Aye, aye, sir.
You get through all right?
Yes, sir. I told him within 4 hours, just like you said.
And what was his reply?
He said, please hurry, old man. Engine room flooded. We're sinking head down.
You'd better come quickly. There's water on the floor, and so help me, it's rising.
All passengers on deck with their lifebelts on. All passengers on deck with their lifebelts on.
What happened?
Oh, no cause for alarm, madam. There's been some mishap and we've been asked to take certain precautions.
It's all right, go back to bed. Oh, do go back to bed, won't you? That's right. There's nothing whatever to worry about. Nothing. Nothing at all. Just go back to bed.
Dear, what you telling them? The order is for everyone to get into their lifebelts.
That's not it.
Yeah, well, now you know.
Then what? Take them up on the boat deck?
No, of course not. You know it's all first and second class up there.
They won't stay in the cabins once they got the belts on. Then there's something absurd.
Oh, look at that, will you? Mother's picture.
What's that steward on about? There's no lifebelts under here.
None up here either.
We've been fiddled.
See, Donna? That is what makes it float.
Do you think you ought to be doing that, Johnny?
Why not?
Perhaps he'll need it.
I'm sure they have more than enough. There were half a dozen in our suite. It's nonsense for us to be in these things anyway. This ship is unsinkable.
All I say is, tell us what's expected of us and we'll do it. It's this not knowing that makes everybody so edgy.
Look who's here! Good business, Wally.
It's a good win.
Completely covered with water. Well, let's get going then.
Oh, no. Let's take the elevator.
It's only one flight.
Something's funny.
What do you mean?
The steps, don't you feel it?
Yeah, they make you lean forward.
They're tilted. They're tilted toward the front of the ship. Now, what would cause that?
Search me.
I didn't know it was a party.
No life belts, Miss Sloan.
Seemed a bit mean to wear one. Apparently they're in short supply.
Don't be a fool. There are plenty. Find one and put it on straight away.
Yes, sir. What about you?
The boats are ready. Don't you think it's time we got the women and children away?
Without any delay, the assignment list is no good to us now. Too late to organize the thing properly. Just do the best you can. As quickly as possible.
Sir. We can't do that without your cooperation.
What means that?
It means the fires are all out. It means the boilers are cold. It means the Titanic isn't going anywhere under its own steam. You'll be just as well off in this boat.
My jewels.
Don't be a damn fool, honey. They won't be any use to you if this thing sinks. Now go ahead.
No.
Lose a man.
Come on, love. We won't drop you. You too.
Oh, hold on a minute. No, I just thought I'd stick around for a while and watch the fun. My friend! Oh, down here, Emma! Jump in! It's all right!
I'll get the next one, Maggie. Molly! It's Molly! And ever get it right?
Women and children only. Women and children only. I can't force the women in, can I? I can't hit them on the head if they don't want to go. Ladies, this way, please. This way.
What's going on?
Stop for that.
Right, lower away.
Lower away! Lower away! Lower away! Lower away!
Well, don't take all night. Come on, boys.
Lower away!
I mean, bloody chance.
Let's put some life into it. Faster! Faster!
Listen, mister, you get to hell out of it and everything will go fine, see?
I only wanted to help.
Oh, you want it faster, do you? You'll have me drown the whole lot of them. Who the bloody hell are you, any rogue, to be giving orders round here?
Now, look here. You know who I am?
I'm a passenger.
Well, then get back with the passengers and leave the crew to do their job.
Sorry.
Look so worried. Just keep you out there until they've got everything ship-shape again. They'll bring you back on board. Look here. Look here, my wife is expecting to have me. I get in just long.
I would advise you, sir. The chief officer is getting rather touchy at this point. He's even given us all pistols, just in case.
Well, I wouldn't want to get shot, thank you. Please be, extra careful with this lady.
Johnny!
Soon, darling. Soon.
Lower away.
We'll be together soon, darling.
Now listen, everybody. Listen now, pay attention, please. Now listen. I've been authorized to lead you all up in small groups to where the lifeboats are. Now the rule is women and children first, of course.
I'll take them Jericho till June, I'm thinking. Come on, we'll have our own small group.
Just women and children.
Cool.
No, push forward, ladies, come this way. Sylvie, come down.
Men, stand back. Queues of about 20 feet. Women and children only. But there's no get the lights.
I say, Mary Agatha, may I have this dance? No two ways about it. This is the best shipwreck I've ever been to in the whole of my life.
Funny, is it? You'll be waltzing with sharks if we can't get up to where the music is. Now, come on. What's your answer to that, Ollie? You with them powerful great mitts of yours. Ding! Well said. Tell me.
Will you look at that now? Did you ever? Real silver. Real linen.
If what they say about the States is true, it's the way we'll all be living before long.
What's this? What's this? None of you lot get here.
I see that your game is it. But let me tell you, it'll go on with a lot of you if anything is missing from this room tomorrow. Furthermore, every first-class stateroom has been carefully locked in case you get any ideas. I'll have no looting aboard this ship while I'm master at arms.
Looting, is it? We don't know anything about any looting. 'Twas only looking we were.
Looking for a way to the lifeboats.
Do you go through here? Where I go doesn't come into it. You go back the way you came, and be quick about it. You're not meant to be in here, and well you know it.
For God's sake, mister. Let the women through, at least.
All right. Women only, man.
Daddy, please.
It's all right. I love you.
You go ahead, Ellen.
But Mr. Strauss said
Don't worry, I'll explain to him.
He won't like it.
He's put up with me for 40 years. What can he do to me now? Don't be angry. And please don't argue. My mind's made up. I'm going to stay with you for a little.
How long is a little?
We'll see. We'll see.
How many boats left over here, Mr. Murray?
2, sir.
2. Now make sure that they're filled to absolute capacity.
Sir.
Let the children through. Hurry along, that's right. We don't want to send another boat away half empty. Any more women? Any more women, please? Come on, ladies. This is the last boat but one on this side. You can't afford to pick and choose.
Space here! Jump! Jump! Come on! Give me a hand! Okay. You all right?
Yes, thanks. Thanks very much.
That bloody rope, man, we're trapped. Stop lowering, 15! Stop lowering, 15! That bloody rope, man, we're trapped. Stop lowering! All right, love, come along. Steady, steady. Someone put that boat in. You can't step over there. Now, watch your skirt. Well done. Now, dear. All right, next. Next. Give me a hand. Come along, dear, come along. Steady, steady as you go. Daniel. For heaven's sake. Whoosh. Daniel. Here, cover yourself with this. Keep back. That hand. Hang on with the other. Good.
and no more women about. Now, come on if you're there. This may be your last chance.
Are there any ladies or children? Mr. Andrews? All the boats are away now, except for one or two of the collapsible kind.
Better hurry.
You must save yourself, you know. There'll be questions no one else will ever be able to answer.
Possibly. It's something to consider.
Don't be too long.
No, not too long. Off you go.
Down amongst women and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of death. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of death. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou.
They ain't just forgotten about us, have they, Bruce? Not half, they ain't. Us and a right few others. God knows how many's trapped below decks. What are we going to do then? You a Catholic? No. Me neither. What's it matter now? Come on.
I'm for jumping. I'm for sliding down. You might land on a deck chair or something and hurt yourself. Yeah, you might get pulled under by the suction. Well, we'll see who's right. See you in New York. Maybe. Nice meeting you.
It's locked. There's no way out here. Go back.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Beneath now never shall be one word. Amen. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Never done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation.
Now over the side.
But deliver us from evil. Amen. Blessed art thou amongst women, blessed is the fruit of thy womb.
God almighty. We gotta go back. We gotta go back in hell.
Like hell we will. They'd only tip us over. They'd pull us down.
Give me the tiller. You take over an oar for a change.
Look, I'm in charge here. Now sit down and row. Sit down, damn you!
You're talking to a lady!
I know who I'm talking to.
Coward.
We're here.
We've arrived, sir.
Call out all hands. All boats to be readied and swung out. Open all gangway doors. Pilot ladder at each gangway, and a chair sling for bringing up the sick or wounded. A canvas back for children.
Shall I go first?
Hold on. Just a few more steps. Come on now, good girl.
What ship is this?
The Carpathia.
Carpathia?
Let go of the forward pilot ladder.
And the Titanic?
Gone.
What time?
20 minutes past 2.
Approximately 3 hours after the collision.
Slightly less than 3.
With how many still aboard, would you estimate?
Hundreds. All the boats together, assuming everyone got away with a full load, wouldn't have held half of those aboard. Chances are more than 1,000 went down.
Another boat will start about, sir. And another beyond that.
will direct you to the dining saloon where there's food and drink and medicine if you need it. Will you kindly give your name to my assistant? Mr. Ismay of the White Star Line.
Ismay.
And the Titanic was
my ship.
Mr. Ismay, sir, I'm Dr. McGee, ship surgeon. Won't you come inside now, sir, when it's warm? And we can try to make you comfortable.
Comfortable?
What's the good of standing out here in the cold this way, sir?
Look. There's something in the water just there.
I don't see anything, sir.
Look, it's just there. Use your eyes, why don't you?
It's only a bit of flotsam, sir.
What I notice more than anything else is the silence. I suppose I expected sobbing or screaming, or I don't know. Everyone's so quiet.
Perhaps it hasn't hit them yet. I know it hasn't hit me. Perhaps they're still hearing that sound.
I know I'll never stop hearing it. And I keep looking for certain faces. The sad librarian.
I know. I did so hope that little Alfie might have come through. The little boy. It was his first voyage. He loved the sea. Shall we ever be able to look at the world in quite the same way?
I'll never see it as safe and snug, if that's what you mean.
None of us will. They never did, of course. For them, it's always been perilous and unjust. Rumor has it that Mr. Ismay is in shock and is supposed to have said to somebody, "I have no right to be alive. Women and children are dead."
You can't feel guilty to be alive. You didn't plow that ship full speed through an ice field you knew was there in the dead of night.
Good afternoon, ladies. I'm Mrs. Ogden from New York. I'm just one of the passengers on the Carpathia trying to do my bit. I got hot coffee here and sandwiches, huh? Oh, now, come on. You've got to have some nourishment after all. Come on, dear, you set them an example.
Please don't do that. Just give it to somebody else, won't you, please? Every one of these ladies has just lost her husband.
I know that, son. I know how I'd feel in their place. And believe me, my heart goes out to you, all of you. But you have to go on living. Just have to keep saying to yourself, it was God's will. Come on, coffee, yay.
No coffee. No God either. God went down with the Titanic.
All that strength, power, grace. Few chairs.